I hadn't made a video in a while. Life happened. Lost the account for a little while, got it back, all that kind of stuff. But we're going to show you a little something else. Y'all saw me build a porch and all on here, put a roof on and stuff. But I was going to show you about some deer processing. This is the first trailer and all that we did. I just threw it together. It was, a random thing. I was going to do my own cows and pigs and do a few deer. Buddy talked me into, hey, you ought to do some deer and you can make some money, make it back on your building and all. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Our season is from October to January 31st. October 1st, January 31st. So I started Thanksgiving, made a little Facebook page and all that. I was like, well, I get 50 deer or something like that. This is a reefer trailer, I don't know, 45, 52 foot long, something other like that. But, yeah, it's 45. I see it right on the wall over here. But this was the whole building I had the first year. Like, I made a homemade door and all that kind of stuff. It was this wall. Like, it was a styrofoam door and everything. Like, it wasn't even that nice door. But we come in here, and you can see, had a little leak up there. We did it up and all. Just had a window unit in here to cool this. But you can tell there was a wall right here from there to there. All I had was a stand-up freezer and 2 chest freezers. That was it. That was all the freezer storage room I had the first year. This is nasty. We don't use it as a cooler or nothing anymore. We'll put some cheese and stuff in there, but you can tell the floors are dirty and all. We ain't cleaned up really in here. But yeah, we took these hooks and we would hang, my beef on there and stuff that I did. Window units to cool it. Trick it out. This ain't no cool blot. It's an ink bird. You gotta have air to move, so we put some box fans in here. Yeah, they look crappy. Blood drips on them, yada, yada, yada. It's personal use. It don't matter. Well, with the deer, we'd put it in here and we put these shelves in, and you could slide deer in with these tubs like this. So we did that the first year. Anyways, get back to the first year. I was like, I didn't have this big meat grinder. I had like an LEM 12, and that thing sucked. A hand crank stuffer. Now we have these electric stuffers and all that. Got this tail. You can tell we've been eating peanuts. Got chicken eggs and all. We pickle them and all. But anyways, get back to the subject. Used it. I had a table right here. One of these, like a stainless steel table there, with one of them little cutting boards. That's what I used to cut up all the deer. We did almost 180 deer the first year. That is ridiculous. Like, we could have done more, but we ran out of fat, seasoning, and everything. Well, after the first year, for Christmas, my dad got me a LEM 32. Man, that sped things up. Like, I was like, man, I'm something, We didn't have this LEM meat tenderizer attachment. We used the hand crank. That sucked. But did that, the whole place was full. Like, I had stainless steel tables all the way down. We threw this together last year. We needed a place to, we measure out the meat, weigh it there, get the seasoning, yada, yada, yada. You see all the cups and all that. Then once they grind it over here, if the stuffer is backed up, they'll put the meat up there and right there. Usually they keep fat right here and throw their tubs up there. They can put like 6 tubs up there. So then the stuffer will grab it, put it over here. They stuff it. They take one of these rebar rods, puts it up on the shelf, and they put it on there. Then you tote it out and put it on the smoker. Yeah, that's the water line, real good electrical, all that, I know. Hey, it is what it is. This ain't no multi-million-dollar facility. This is a $5,000 one. But we did all that for the first year. Then the second year, at the end of the second year, we got that Hobart I think it's like a 42, 32 or something other like that. I don't know. Got it. Well, we don't have 3-phase power. So we cut the back of the motor off and put a pulley, a gear on there and all for the electrical, and made it work. Got a plate and all that, put it on there, put a 5 horsepower motor on it, wired that bad boy in, wired it into the breaker box. Man, we're in business. I was telling y'all this to show that you can make some money. Somebody wants to get into like deer processing. In my state, there's no license, no regulations, nothing. You can put fat in it, whatever. There's nothing. You just got to start somewhere. Well, after this first year, the next year, I said, well, I got to have more freezer room. We did buy more freezers that year. But then we built this 12 by 12 room here. And it didn't look like this. It wasn't nothing in here. Now this is our seal room. But it was 12 by 12 I built, slammed full of freezers. I think I had like 10 or 12 freezers in here. Well, after that year, we run out of room. And I bought 2 more reefers and a 20-foot box. And the 20-foot, we got all our seasoning in. I'll show it in a minute. And one we use as a cut-up room, and then one slammed full of freezers. But yeah, I built this rough cut lumber. It's just a 10, 12 by 12 building, all that. Last year we'd take the meat off the smoker, put it on this wood, had a fan up there to blow cold air on, and let it cool for about 30 minutes or an hour. Then we put a cutting board over here, cut it up, bag it, seal it, all that. We did have this sealer in the first room in there, like it was full, but we do not recommend that because it gets cold, that thing gets to smoking, makes it use oil, just trouble. It gets dirty from the blood and water. You have to wash it. Highly recommend having a different one. But that's the first vacuum sealer we had, 1 bag at a time. We did 200 animals, 1 pound at a time. But anyways, now it's nice. We got that table. You put your tub of bags and all over there, put it on there, seal it. You can do 4 at a time. Bag it, weigh it, write the customer's name, the poundage. We got these stickers. You just put whatever sticker or stickers you need on it. You weigh it. See, it'll give you the weight. Do that, write it down on a piece of paper. There's the bag. We put it in paper grocery bags. Tape it up with masking tape. We got gloves, all that. You're good to go. I'll take you out here and show you other right quick. Then I'll show you the office where we're at now that we built this year. And it's just slow. As you get money, just build what you can, is what I say. These are the other trailers. As you can tell, they're just reefer trailers. We built them, made them work. Got a 20-foot lean-to. People pull their truck underneath here, get the meat out, take it in there. It is what it is. We got storage out here, jars and stuff. We do a lot of canning. But pineapple, everything you need, sugar, sausage seasoning, everything. It's a little disorganized, but no, it is what it is. You got more tubs up there, more buckets. I'll explain all that in a little bit. Spare stuffer, you know. And all this is a business that's 4 years old. There's, shoot, I don't know how many dollars in here. It'll be $15,000 worth of stuff in here, just in seasoning. I mean, each one of these bags, we use 8 by 10 bags. There's 10,000 bags there. That's $55, $60 a bag. Pineapple, $1.30 a can, and you see how many cases it is. Rotel, we make a Rotel sausage. I mean, just, there's more bags. I mean, these bags are like $80 for 500, and there's 3 boxes of them right there. Them are 1,000, but they're high. They're like $70. Gloves. As you can tell, all them gloves. There's like 3,000 gloves down there, or was. We opened up some boxes. But more pans and all down there. We have to wash all this before season. Which season started, we just didn't need it. Smoked sausage season. This is made here in the state. It's a Rebel smoked sausage seasoning. 38 ounces, does 100 pounds of meat. That's what we use. We use legs for our bologna and pork sausage. Summer sausage we use Rebel. Italian we'll use Rebel. We got bratwurst from Legs. Snack sticks is Legs. I mean, we like them, but yeah, it's pretty good. We'll make our own boudin recipe. There's a pile of sage. You gotta have sage for your breakfast sausage. But, you know, you got that. Well, my light blew out here. Did have a light out here, the light blew, but I mean, there's jars and boxes of stuff and all. Stuff that don't matter if the weather gets on it. Some salt, pellets. We got scales to weigh in. We're doing it over here this time, and then we'll take it in the cooler. You got it. This place is clean. It may look unclean. The walls are painted and all, but it's clean. We don't touch nothing. We bleach the walls like every week. This was bleached, but we hang our cutting boards up. I got a rail so I can roll my meat in, you know, just things slowly at a time. Got some of that Rotel sausage right there. It's pretty good. Need to try you some. Rotel, cheddar cheese. But this is our cut up room. Do that, we put a garbage can in the middle, cut meat up, throw the bones and scrap in the middle. You know, have a person there, got half a pig. I'm cooking tomorrow. I cook up several animals and things. We put them in the freezer, and then we feed us and the workers during deer season because we don't have much time, and that'll give the workers a, you know, good morale boost. Sitting it out, de-thawing it. Cook the other half around 4th of July. Bandsaw. That bandsaw, that's grinder over there was made in like the 50s or 60s. This saw here was made in like the 50s or 60s. But it is what it is. Got a door here, and it goes into the cooler. You know, we got a big cooler here. Again, it may look bad, but I promise, we bleached it, washed it, all that. It's just old looking. But then, see, this is what we do. We take and put the meat in these tubs. We skin it, debone it, all that. People brought these in today, or actually I skinned this one and these was brought in. But you just do that. Then you write the name, put the weight on it. We tried the numbers, that didn't work too good. Do that. Once we cut it up, debone it and all that, then we'll take and put the grind in a 5-gallon bucket. We'll go ahead and tenderize the steak, bag them, the roast, whatever we got. Let me walk out of here. You know, you do all that, and you know, it works pretty good. Then this is the freezer room now. As you can tell, there's a few freezers. We did buy a walk-in freezer this year, but you know, it is what it is. You can put a pile of meat in here. This is beef that we did. We call this here Gentry Burger. It's got green onion and cheese and hamburger seasoning and bacon, all that good stuff. Honolulu burger. Got pineapple, brown sugar, cheese, bacon, all that. Got some ribs and stuff in here. Bacon. Them are tame pigs we cut up. Then you gotta have, you know, more bacon, more pork. We have a freezer full of mixed. It's whatever runs out. But right now, we got some good old snack sticks. That's #1 product there. Pineapple, jalapeno, and cheese. Put a little brown sugar in there, pepper jack cheese, and people love it. Got some deer and wild pig in there. It's froze. We're gonna do slam full of bacon. That's some fatty bacon. You know, all that. I mean, there's just freezer upon freezer of stuff. We also keep fat in here. This is all beef fat. Stuff left over from last year and all. You know, have cheese, pork fat, bacon, the grind, more pork fat. Look at here, more pork fat. It takes a lot of fat. But just simple things. You ain't got to have a $500 million building or $500,000 or $1 million, you know. I missaid that, I guess. To get started. I started with $10,000, I'm gonna say. By the time I bought a reefer trailer, fitted it out, I had done collected up equipment over the years, all that. We're working on it. This is where we come from. This is the office that we built this year. Ain't nothing spectacular, but looks pretty good. We're still working on it. That's why all these cables and everything's going. Burn the ceiling, put recessed lights in, got a counter. We got pickled eggs and stuff. It's a farmer's market. People bring stuff and sell. We got some nice floors, you know. Polyurethane them. We're gonna cut our sausage and all up in here this year. Bologna, summer sausage, snack sticks, all that stuff. You roll in a cart, cut it up on that, bag it and all down there, and then wheel it over here to the seasoning room. And then back here, as you can tell, we're working on stuff. These are my smokers. We got to finish this one, but here's one. Let me cut a light on. Use a pellet smoker, gas to heat it. Use a pellet for smoke. Get you one of them, and then you got a cart. See, you got these rods. So you just put the meat on. This thing will hold 150, 200 pounds easy. But that's pretty much a tour of the facility as it stands now. Next year, it'll look different. But maybe this will get somebody else interested that says, well, I ain't got the money. Yeah, you do. Just take a few thousand, do what you can. Do it in the garage or whatever. You can make it. If you want to do it, you can do it. Anyways, signing off. This is the office. Enjoy it. Gotta have camera so you can see everything. Anyways, see you on the next one.